Yeah. So those stocks, yeah, it's mainly just stocks that have been invested for me, and then there's a little bit of those risky investments that are in the stocks, and then a little bit of bonds and crypto.
Yeah, and so with the stocks first, I think the first things are platforms that you're using are primarily Betterment, TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, and did you have any? You said how much of this do you still have your Acorns up as well?
So I don't have Acorns anymore, so I
Right.
transferred that. But
Got you.
I didn't have a whole lot of Acorns overall, but yeah, I think what this is not including is it's everything combined. So um, that's just the allocation in there. So the stocks, that's I believe the HSA is this is including HSA and retirement. Um, it's been a second since I put this up, but yeah, I think this is including HSA retirement. So retirement, I've just put target date fund. Don't look at it. I try to get one that made sense and had not, I don't know, wasn't too much expensive as
Right.
far as expense ratios and stuff like that. And then I did a fairly similar thing with my HSA. Um, I think they just did like a mix of foreign domestic stocks and a little bit of bonds, and then I don't know. It's nice because you just don't touch it, and then they automatically re reallocate it to less risky investments as you move forward. So that's uh, those are really nice, easy to use. You know, don't have to
Yeah.
touch it. Expense ratios, some of them are expensive. I try to avoid those, but I think overall it's not that bad
Right. Do
if
you
you get a
remember
decent
any
one.
numbers of expense ratios off the top of your head, or
Uh,
it's okay if not,
I
because those are
don't.
really,
Yeah,
really, I don't remember either, but I'm just like
yeah,
trying to remember like how much they're all, it all seems, all the expense ratios seems like they're really low, but after the course of like, again, decades of investing, they actually become like pretty
yeah.
substantial.
And personal capital is good for that as well. So if
Mm,
you can go if you upload everything to personal capital and you look at your investments, they show expense ratios. I think some accounts do, some accounts don't. So you have to make sure they're all included in there. But I think you can just manually include it if it's not there. And then it shows how much you're expected to gain. And it also shows the expense ratio that you're losing
mm.
out. So if you, and I did notice there were a few that were like fairly high. I was like, oh, wow, I'm over the long term, I'm losing a lot of money if I keep investing in here. So that I think that was a good tool that
Yeah,
personal capital has that Mint doesn't.
very cool. Yeah, very interesting to hear that. And then yeah, and so and then with the bond allocation, is this